Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a special Top of the Blogs Extra. I think it was in order. Can you guys see the smoke coming out my mouth? It is so freaking cold. I got my door open because my new puppy that we have is right outside. I didn't want to take her in the house yet because she needs to run around and use the bathroom and all of that, but I also want to do this video real fast. I have so much to do today, but I had to do this, and I'm sure you guys know why I'm here. My Top of the Blogs that I just posted, you know, when I did that video, the story hadn't dropped yet, so that's why it wasn't in that video. But yeah, we had to talk about it today. But before we get to that, a few things. First off, I have to tell you guys that my videos next week will be sporadic to maybe not nothing, because my husband's grandfather is making his transition, and unfortunately I don't believe that he will be with us much longer, which means that we will, you know, I don't know exactly how this next week is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make videos, you know, if I'll be in town, you know, just kind of playing everything by ear right now. So I just needed to let you guys know that, because I know next week everybody's going to be wondering what's going on. And, you know, a lot of you guys should follow me on Instagram, because Instagram always has like the latest updates of whatever is going on with me. Not too good with Twitter, not even, not even okay with Facebook. I just never kind of remember to go on there, but Instagram usually has all my information, so you guys can follow me on Instagram at itsrox on the screen here. But yeah, just want to say, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say rest in peace to somebody that has not passed, but just definitely a great man, Joseph Patin. But if you say it with a French accent, I think it's Patin. Anyway, great man, lived a great life, very strong, has been sick on and off over the years. There's been a few times when we thought that he was not going to make it. He's always pulled out. However, I think that this time the good Lord is going to call him on home. And also, I had planned to do a video today because it is my 3-year anniversary. Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and what an interesting 3 years that it has been. I've already told you guys how I feel about you guys and how I feel about my channel, so ain't no sense in me going through all that again. But yeah, just 3 years. We just gonna keep on pushing and going and making it happen. So now let's get to why we're doing this video. Okay, so it looks like your boy Apollo Nida has been quite busy. While we was teasing the fact that Brother Man ain't had no job, you know, he was at the office and everything, and nobody could understand what the hell he was at the office for. Well, it turns out that he did have a job. Quite a few of them, actually. So let me tell you what happened. Yesterday, one of my subscribers, Brittany Pinky Undeniable, I can't remember her name, I'll put it on the screen here, but anyway, thank you for the update. I had no idea that this story had dropped. I guess Sandra Rose posted it, and then slowly it started to spread throughout all the different blogs. I was actually very surprised that none of the big Atlanta bloggers other than Sandra Rose dropped the story. Then I realized that, you know, a lot of these bloggers in Atlanta have become friendly with the cast from these different reality shows, and I have a feeling that they sat on this story, you know, out of respect for Phaedra. However, y'all know Sandra Rose gives a fuck, okay, and she is definitely going to post it, and she did. So it seems that Apollo Nida turned himself in on Thursday. He was wanted for bank fraud and identity theft. I got all of my information from the AJC, which is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I would rather get it from there instead of, you know, going from the blogs. But basically, the story is very clear-cut. Apollo, who is the husband of entertainment lawyer Phaedra Parks, also aspiring to become a what is the word? She wants to own a mortuary. He was involved in a scam where he was creating fake companies, one of them being like a luxury car dealership or something like that. And with this luxury car dealership that really didn't exist, he was able to gain personal information from people, I guess people that were maybe inquiring about purchasing a car from him. Once he would gain their information, he would then, along with an accomplice, the girl's name is Gayla St. Julian, they would go and then create fake identities of these people's real information, open bank accounts, and then they would then deposit fake checks and stolen checks into the accounts and cash them to the tune of a few $1,000,000. Okay, this lady evidently was the one who was being watched by the FBI or whoever was watching them, and as soon as they pulled her ass up into that into that jailhouse, she sang like a bird and said that Apollo Nida was the person that she was working with, and that she was his quote unquote right hand bitch in executing the legwork of his fraud schemes. So with all that going on, I guess Apollo Nida figured that the jig was up, and he turned that ass in on Thursday. Now, Apollo is on parole from an 18-year stint. He only did 5 years back from 2004, I believe, to 2009 for, had something to do with auto theft ring, some auto insurance fraud, and some other things that was going on. And you guys all remember that story. Angela Stanton was a woman who was telling anybody who would listen that Apollo and Phaedra were both dirty, that she was involved in this ring with them where they would, I believe, cash insurance claims on cars, get the VIN numbers, and cash insurance claims along with a whole bunch of other, you know, shady shit. The setup was that Apollo and this girl was doing all the dirty work, and Phaedra was the one that was like the ringleader, but because she was an attorney, she could not really get involved physically, but she was definitely arranging everything. And you know, I guess the agreement was once Angela Stanton or Apollo, once they got out of jail, that, you know, Phaedra was going to take care of them because, you know, they were doing the time for her. Okay, but supposedly, even though Apollo, when he got out of jail, I guess Phaedra was good on her promise and she ended up marrying him. However, Angela Stanton was not so lucky. So when she got out of jail, Phaedra left her high and dry. By this time, Phaedra was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her life had turned around considerably, and she ain't had time to be fucking around with no common criminal and trying to take care of him, okay? She distanced herself from that girl, and that girl was very bitter, very upset, and was telling, you know, everybody, you know, what exactly happened. So it was very hard for a lot of people to believe. People just don't really think that somebody who is a successful lawyer, somebody who is on a reality show, somebody who has so much going for them would be stupid enough to do something like that. However, I will let you know that, that a crook is a crook, okay? I don't give a fuck what you doing. If the dollar is large enough for some people, that is all that it takes. And I don't really know if Phaedra is involved with this whole scheme with Apollo. My general opinion is that she at least had to know what was going on if she wasn't even involved, and I don't even think that I'm naive enough to think that she wasn't involved. Right now, nobody has said anything about Phaedra being involved. She wasn't arrested. You know, it may be a situation again where Apollo will take the fall for his wife's crimes. I just really can't understand. What is it in a person who gets on a show like this, okay, and has the world watching you? You really don't think that, you know, you bringing extra attention to yourself and the dirt that you're doing? Okay, even if he was doing this shit back in the day, why are you still doing it? People are so crazy. Okay, people that are handed blessings left and right definitely don't appreciate them. And, you know, this is a really good example of it. I just, you know, when I got the story yesterday, I was reading it, I was just dumbfounded. I was floored. And I just was like, absolutely no way that somebody could be this stupid and think that they were going to get away with it. I know a lot of you guys got a whole lot to say. I mean, we've all kind of had our feelings about Phaedra. We remember the shit that, you know, being paid, you know, for the guy when she went to court, you know, and he paid her in the parking lot in cash. I think he was in court for dark tinted windows and I think some petty weed shit, and you know, as soon as they get out the courthouse, it's just all still the same. It's just business as usual for Phaedra. Everybody is kind of giving Phaedra the side eye for the longest. We've just kind of all felt that since she's been on this show and she does present herself herself as a Southern belle, that, you know, our mind naturally doesn't want to put together that, you know, somebody like this would be involved in something like that. Only time will tell if Phaedra was involved. I know if Angela Stanton is somewhere shouting to the hilltops, "I told you so," okay, because Angela Stanton has never, ever stopped, has only said that Phaedra and Apollo are dirty. There was even another girl that had came out for a quick second, and she was hushed right away. I don't really know what happened to her, but there was another chick that was saying that she was involved with them as well. And like I said, it was a white chick, and something happened with her. I don't really know what happened to her. We didn't hear from her anymore. But yeah, Angela Stanton has stuck to her story. So yeah, that's it. I mean, we just we just had to discuss your boy. Something that fine fixing to be back in jail. Because what I was saying was, yeah, he was on an 18-year stint. He had an 18-year sentence, but he was paroled after 5 years. Now it looks like, you know, the question is, if he's found guilty, that he'll probably go and finish up his 18-year sentence. And I don't really think that the "if" is what it is, because evidently they got him on tape. The girl was working with the feds once she got caught. They have him on tape explaining exactly how, you know, he did everything. To me, it sounds like it's an open and shut case. Of course, we'll find out as time goes on. But yeah, y'all, just the craziest story. Real Housewives of Atlanta is just so dramatic. That show is so good. I'm telling you, Bravo has just got a cash cow with that show. It's just always some shit. Actually, with all of the Real Housewives, the franchises, all of these people have so many legal problems and so many issues. It's just yeah, Bravo is doing the damn thing. At first, I was thinking that maybe Phaedra would get put off the show, but somebody brought to my attention that absolutely not. Andy and Bravo loves this type of drama, and you're exactly right. I don't see them leaving the show. I know I would hate to fucking be Phaedra at that reunion show, okay? Because we already know that Kenya is gonna give her the business, and yeah, Kenya has even been on Twitter. Tweeting different things like "who's crazy now" and having something to say about it, you know, kind of in bad taste. But what do you expect? I mean, they've given her a hard time. You just cannot expect her to not do the same, okay? Even if, you know, this is something way more serious than, you know, just some little petty talking about somebody being a hoe or something like that. That is the story. Feel real sorry for the kids, because you guys know that they got the Prince and Mr. President, and you know, it looks like these kids are going to be raised without their natural father. Phaedra doesn't get, you know, dinged for this. I'm sure she will remarry and live her life like any other, you know, person who lost their husband to the penal system. But still, just a sad, crazy, weird, wild, way out story, right? Y'all leave y'all comments below about what y'all think about Mr. Apollo. I know them people in jail is happy they got somebody that fine fixed to come and join them back. I mean, they say that white collar crime, as Phaedra likes to call it, is in a federal prison, which is not as bad as blue collar crime, I guess. Shit. Prison is prison to me, if you ask me. Fuck. And I know I wouldn't want to spend one day in federal prison or regular old criminal prison, whatever they call it. Okay? Yeah. Bad news for Phaedra Parks. That reunion show, like I said, is going to be bad, bad, bad for her. I know she's probably not able to just not be at the reunion. I really probably feel like they are contractually obligated to show up, although, you know, a lot of times people don't show up. I just want to see how this whole thing is going to play out. But yeah, bad, bad news for Phaedra and Apollo. Okay, the worst news for Apollo though, okay? But yeah, that's it, you guys. I gotta go. I got so much to do today. So much to do, especially with my week coming up being very uncertain. So, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to do real quick this Top of the Blogs Extra. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. I don't have any makeup on today, you guys. It's too early to be putting on makeup, and I got too much stuff I gotta do. So anyway, that's why I kind of look like I need to go back to sleep. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar, okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.